Elevate Pathways Coaching and Consulting. Dr. Rose speaking. How may I help you? It is that is they're taking their passion and causing that to be elevated. Good day. Welcome back to Elevate Your Life Talk Show. I am Dr. Rose, and I am here with my great friend Liz, Joiner of Lifin with Liz. So it is an absolute pleasure. Thank you, Liz, for being here.
Thank you, Dr. Rose, for having me.
Thank you. Today it's just going to be a great day. We've got a great topic that we want to talk to you about today, which is breaking mental fog after burnout. But before we do, I really want to have Liz to share with you a little bit about herself, what she does, how you're able to reach out to her, and to share with you some of the things that she's able to help you with before we get into today's session.
Well, thank you, Dr. Rose. Yes, like Dr. Rose said, I am Liz Joiner, and I am a certified life coach, and my company is Emerging Life Coaching, and I also have a YouTube channel, which is Lifin with Liz. So you can find me on there, and all of my information will be in that description. And I really focus on my passion is empowerment and also personal growth, because I think that everything evolves around that. And we can all use a more enhanced version of us, a more authentic version. And so it is my privilege to work with women and also men on really discovering their purpose and their passion, because sometimes, you know what, we just need an accountability partner to help us see what is in us, but maybe bring it out from somebody else's point of view. And so that's what I have the privilege of working with individuals. So, Dr. Rose, thank you so much for having me on again.
Oh, thank you, Liz. I'm telling you, we are so excited, because Liz has so much to offer. And more than you know, she has definitely been such a great help, such a great blessing, even to me. She brings out lots of different things. And if there's ever a life coach that you want to connect with, it is definitely her. And so today we are going to look at breaking mental fog after burnout. And, I want to begin, Liz, if you can sort of share a little bit with our audience, when women say that they feel foggy, what are the most common root causes that you have seen that would cause an individual to be at that place where it's like they're at that pause moment? They can't think, can't concentrate. It's literally a mental fog. What would you say is, the most common causes possibly for that?
Well, I would say, gosh, there's so many, but if I could just pick out a couple, I would say most certainly it is balancing too many balls, juggling too much. And we all have busy lives, and so we have so many things on our plate. And oftentimes when we try to do too much, that's where the imbalance comes in, and you're misaligned. And then also too, that causes a lot of mental exhaustion or burnout, because burnout can come in a lot of different ways. Number one, I would say also too, there are a lot of people out there that are just not happy in their life. with personal different things that they're dealing with personally or professionally, and sometimes that intertwines, and then again it does cause burnout. So what can we do about it? Those are it's a strong topic of that we want to provide here on this platform. And Dr. Rose, I think that we could talk about some strategies to maybe give the viewers out there some practical tips to help, because there's not one person on the planet that doesn't go through that at one time or the other, wouldn't you say?
I definitely would say that. And you actually have taken on the very next section, the next question that I was really going to ask you about, because dealing with that, there are many different things that causes the mental fog. There are many things that can cause burnout. And so I'd like to ask you, for you and looking at your clients that you have worked with, what does a realistic recovery routine, what does that look like for, let's say, especially for a businesswoman or a very busy woman that has to wear many different hats, who can't seem to slow down? We have a tendency, we're constantly going. We're busy all day, every day. And so what would you say is a realistic recovery routine?
And that's that you said something very powerful, the word busy. Mm-hmm. What are you busy doing?
Right.
So I think that sometimes busyness is in our head, because we find so much to do to occupy our time, to give us something else to hone in on, and it serves as a substitution for something else. Mm-hmm. So what I would say is, let's do some evaluation. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Where are you, trying to get from a life coach perspective? I have to know your activity. Mm-hmm. And I have to get to know you in order for me to maybe suggest some things. But I would say, taking a look at everything that you have on your plate. So doing that self-assessment, number one. Number two is, if you're so busy, when did you have time? When was the last time that you took time for yourself? Because we often get so busy with everything that we have on our plate that we forget to take care of ourselves. That's number one, because we only have one life to live. And so we have to put that in priority. Self-care. Your physical health and your mental health and your emotional health are three key areas that really need to be addressed ASAP. Yeah. Okay? Because everything's connected. So what I always suggest to my clients, and Dr. Rose, you probably do too, let's take a long, hard look at that. Identifying what all you do, what all you have on your plate, and then maybe I didn't hear you. What do you do for yourself? So we need to turn it up right, okay? And the focus that I always tell my clients is, let's focus on you. Well, maybe it would be a comment of, I don't have any time. Kids, work, household, etc. You know what? It's called reprioritize. Have to. Because our emotional, our mental, and our physical are connected. And if there's something that's out of balance, ultimately, where is it going to show up? On our body somewhere. Yeah. Inflammation, etc. So that's what I would really advise. Carve some time out, okay? Maybe it's only 15 minutes at the beginning, ultimately you want to kind of try to find times in your day where you schedule yourself out in the morning, in the afternoon, and evening. And so what are some tips for that to say, okay, self-care time? It could be nature. Nature refuels your mind, your body, and your spirit, okay? It could be walking in nature, sitting in nature, listening to nature, and it could be starting some kind of exercise routine, because momentum creates a strong core, a strong body, and then it helps with your mind. So there's a lot more that I could elaborate on, but those are just a couple of tips that I would definitely say. And the last thing, which is we're all deserving a getaway. You know what? You are worthy of some downtime, alone time, or sometimes with loved ones. You as yourself, with yourself. And so a refresher. And so that's what I would suggest.
Yes. And Liz, thank you so much, because I'm thinking as you gave that information, what comes to mind, when you think about in the natural, because I also spent almost 40 years in the medical, and we talk about first aid. That is a form of fog first aid. First of all, your mindset has become elevated because it takes special people that's willing to step out into something that you've got to have to make it happen. The getaways. Fog first aid. It will help to lift that fog, help to remove that burnout, give you the air that you need to breathe. And sometimes that's the best thing, when you can just take a deep breath. Somebody even right now just need to take a moment to inhale and then exhale. Let it out. Do you know that can be the best remedy? You're inhaling the freshness of life, and you're exhaling all of everything else that can be hindrances, hang-ups, habits, situations, circumstances. Today, as we close, this has been something that I hope that you're going to be able to take with you today to help you to rid yourself, to break that mental fog so that you can think clearly. Because if you're riding out in the mornings and there's lots of fog, you're trying to drive through it. But the moment the fog lifts, you see clearly. And this is a time and a season where it's going to be so important for us to be able to see clearly. So you don't need pressure. We just need alignment. Yes. Alignment. And so, Liz, I want to thank you this morning.
Thank you, Dr. Rose.
Are there any final remarks that you have before
Yes,
we close?
and one more thing that I would say is take some time for meditation, whatever that looks like for you. There's so many beautiful meditations on YouTube. But guess what? Maybe you can start something new.
Yeah.
Of what you would like to hear.
That's right.
And you know what? Being creative is also a great way to lift that fog. So what does that look like for you? That's a question that maybe you can seek the answer to, and you will find it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We hope that you took the time to make some notes of all that we shared today. If this information you found helpful, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, share with other people. We want to be able to touch as many people as we possibly can. We're looking so forward to being back with you in our next session. So don't forget, hit the like, the share, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, Make it your best day ever. Have a great day.
Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.